Hi, welcome back. My name is Bill. This is going to be skills, talents, and perks for Hero System. So I don't have like a cool visual this time, but here's the basically what I'm about to say is this right here. So in order to roll a skill, when you buy the skill points, you're basically setting the target number, and then you roll a 3d6. It's like an attack. So you roll a 3d6, and you want to roll low because I'm pretty sure the creators played a lot of second ed D&D. So when you buy the skill, you buy it at 9 plus the characteristic, the associated characteristics or your intelligence or whatever. That number over 5 divided by 5. So here's some of the like grade school math. Hopefully you have a calculator on your phone or something. So if you roll equal to or under 9 plus the characteristic over 5 on your 3d6 roll, then you succeed whatever it was you were trying to do. To buy the skills, it's they're going to have slightly different costs depending on what they are, but if you have the book, then that won't be a problem. So it's going to be like 2 character points to buy it, 2 or 3 character points to buy it, and then another couple of character points per +1 to the roll, basically. So here's some modifiers. Your GM will just kind of decide if it's like an easy thing, then you'll get like plus whatever to it, and if it's like super hard, then you get a minus to it. Here's a list of the skills. You can pause it if you want, but you should have the book so you can read it yourself. So when you buy it, the base cost is going to be this number on the left, and then every +1 to the roll is going to be the number on the right. And then this will say the associated characteristic. So talents are things you can do that are like don't require a roll. They're like cooler than skills or more powerful or whatever, and they just didn't fit in with the skills. So it's stuff like absolute time sense. So if you wanted to buy if you wanted your character to have a watch, basically, then you just buy absolute time sense. So if you want your character to be like super smart, they're probably going to have this eidetic memory, that's the photographic memory. And maybe your characters maybe you have a phone, so you have a calculator. So like if your character is like a robot or something, Data from Star Trek, then you have lightning calculator or something. Like this is all of the talents right here. This is what they do. Didn't really need its own video. This is it right here. Kind of self-explanatory. So perks, these are all the perks. Perks are things that your character, quote-unquote, can do. It's all like other people or other things. So like if you have access to a place, like I was a janitor for a while, so I had a bunch of keys to a bunch of different places. They weren't like important places or anything, but I had access to those places if I needed it. Like I didn't, but also wasn't like a criminal or a superhero or whatever. So like your contact is going to be your friend at the FBI or something. And you can keep calling on that person, and you're going to have to roll based on how much you paid for it at the beginning, whether or not they're going to help you. So like if you saved the person's life, it's probably going to be an easy roll. But if it's something different, if you gave them some food one time or something, then I don't know, that it's going to be different. So like a favor is a one-time use thing, but it's basically the same thing. It's like if you saved somebody's life, like now they owe you, but you can only cash it in once. So positive reputation is pretty cool. I think Superman probably has a positive reputation, and then like there's followers and vehicles and bases, and those are like really cool, I think, because you can buy like a whole separate character, and it's like a fifth the price. All right, so that's skills and talents and perks. There wasn't really a whole lot to it, but there it is. So I'm going to do complications in this video too, because they're also pretty quick, even though I didn't say it at the beginning. So they're basically negative talents or perks, and they give you character points, more character points to spend on your character. Your GM will probably mandate that you have a few mandatory complications, but they should maybe let you take a few more. But what they are is like if you're a werewolf, then you're going to have like accidental change. And if you're going to have like maybe the Hulk too, and then there's enraged berserk, which is kind of the same thing but different. You don't change into a different form. You just become enraged, and that is probably something a werewolf should have too. So hunted is going to be like the shady government organization that's after your character, or something. And like negative reputation, I think Batman usually has a negative reputation or something. You're not necessarily a bad person. You just stuff breaks around you basically. Hulk definitely has a negative reputation. Physical complication, that's going to be you're huge, you're heavy. Like Wolverine probably has physical complication that he's really heavy because he has the metal endoskeleton. And then there's their rival, which is a rival. Your social complication, you're some kind of asshole or whatever. Your susceptibility and vulnerability is like a werewolf with silver and stuff. So they're basically negative talents and perks. Alright, that's the end of this video. So the next video is going to be about powers and how to build them. It won't specifically be the description of each individual power. I think each power deserves its own video. But the next video is going to be about just how to build powers, because there's a thing to it. Alright, okay, bye.